Hello, my name is George Verbena. I'm an astrologer, and this video is about the winter solstice. So I want to talk about this time of the year and what is its spiritual significance and how I experience this coming out of a ayahuasca ceremony, and that happened during the winter solstice on the 22nd. So now I'm making this video on the 25th of December 2023, but if you're watching this at any other time, doesn't really matter. So I think that the winter solstice is not a time to be going around doing lots of things in the outer world. I really believe that this time is about going inwards, is about looking at your shit and meeting the darkest parts of yourself. That's also a reason why many people don't like winter, because if you're not comfortable with your own demons, then you don't like dealing with them. You need to be in a certain mindset that, okay, this time of the year is just about cleaning up the shit. It's not about material success. It's not even about celebration. And the reason why Christmas happens during this time on the 24th of December, I do believe that it is part of the control system to try to pull you away from nature. Because your divine blueprint isn't about buying gifts and going shopping like most people are, like running around buying shit. It's not about eating cake and having a grand feast. It's not about being love and light. God loves you, see all the gifts we put under the tree. It's not about decoration, taking these mimics of, oh, isn't it a great time to celebrate? It's the complete opposite. So, of course, in this matrix everything is inverted. They want you to celebrate Christmas. And after this ayahuasca ceremony I realized that after all those people were screaming and crying and vomiting and just meeting the darkest parts of themselves, that was the true Christmas, the true Christ Mass, right? The meeting of the Christ within, the light within. In the darkest dungeon, when you are screaming, when you're crying, when you're in the brink of death, when you go into the underworld, you go digging until you find the alchemist's gold, the light of truth, the truth about yourself that you didn't know how to deal with, but now you are asked to deal with it. And there's no cake, there's no it's not about that. So it's satanic, it's evil, it's manipulation, deception, brainwashing, programming. If you ask me, this whole Christmas thing is demonic, and I actually hate it. I hate Christmas. I always hated it. because it's fake. Look around. The darkest night of a year, 22nd. Right after 24th we have Christmas. What are we celebrating? Consumerism. Religion. Lies. Deceptions. The thrill of buying something that you don't need. The thrill of a gathering that has neither meaning or purpose. And people are celebrating that. They're sick. They're mentally ill. Mental illness is all pervasive. It's everywhere. The darkest night is about looking at our mental illness. Looking at the lies and deceptions. Seeing how we have been misled. And if you don't like it, if you're like, oh no, don't look at the dark, you're a controller. You're trying to control other people. You're trying to suppress the all-seeing eye. You're trying to suppress the truth. If you are a supporter of Christmas, you are an enemy of the truth. Because Christmas, its only purpose is to deceive you, is to use you, is to take your louche, to distract you from what's really going on within you. So you don't have to look at the darkness. Oh no, we're so busy running around, celebrating. We're so busy eating the cake, buying the shit, meeting people that we don't even like because our family is so traumatized and society is so corrupt. We don't even like the people we're sitting with. And the reason why we buy gifts is out of peer pressure, not love. Ridiculous. I don't know a single person in my life, my friends, my family, my friends' friends, who gives out of love except to some very few people. But why? Why do you gift at this time? So you can forget. It's like, oh, the darkness is coming in. Let me give you an allopathic medicine. Let me give you a drug. So you suppress the symptoms of the purge, of the fever, the fire burning within. Is trying to show you the shit. So, of course, they distract you at the perfect time. Just 2 days after the solstice. And before the solstice, you're too busy thinking about those gifts you're going to receive and you're going to give. In the material realm, you're stuck. People are in a loop, looping around in a circus on the carousel of gifts and cakes, so they can forget what is really going on. So if somebody who is watching this is celebrating Christmas, what's the reason? Oh, it's fun. But is it in alignment with your true self? Is it in alignment with nature? It's not. So why would you do something that's disharmonious, that's disaligned, misaligned, imbalanced, wrong? Why would you do something wrong? Right? So I take no part in this Christmas facade. I have no interest. As you perhaps can see, I've been fasted for 4 days. I've just eaten yesterday. I've come out of a ceremony because I did take 3 days before taking the medicine to calm down my system, to purge out, so I can be prepared. To go as deep into the darkness as I can, to allow the awareness to penetrate all those layers. Not to distract myself with cake. Been fasting, been purging. Doesn't make me a better person. I don't care what people do. as long as we're doing something that comes from the core and not because it's pushed by their friends and family and society. Actually, when people wish me a Merry Christmas, I feel disgusted. I feel nasty. Like, what are you doing? Merry Christmas? Merry what? Merry some kind of deception. I don't wish you a Merry Christmas. I don't want to hear it. I want to tell them, bro, you're wasting your time. You are deceiving yourself. What is this? It's an affront to the intelligence. It's offensive. To do Christmas offensive is disgusting. What are you doing? You don't even know what you're doing, so stop. And if you don't want to stop, then of course you are an addict. You really want that pill, right? Every single year you have to take that pill. You have to do the gifts, you have to do the celebration of something that has nothing to do with you, you don't even understand. Saturnalia. Yeah? It's not Christmas. Christmas is just a renaming of a pagan ritual which the Romans did called Saturnalia, which is the Saturn worship. The worship of the sun entering Capricorn after the winter solstice. Because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is part of the Saturn moon matrix, which is used to control people through a hyperdimensional layer that comes through that planet to broadcast some kind of programming for people, which is a slave programming, which has to do with religion, has to do with government, has to do with giving yourself to external authority. You see, Saturn in its original blueprint isn't evil, isn't bad. It's about authority, it's about wisdom, governance, integrity, the law, justice, truth, protection, boundaries, structure. These are very good things. There's nothing wrong about any of them. But if you use some kind of alien technology, if you use some kind of hyperdimensional interference, and you turn the planet upside down, you can use that same planet, that same archetype, to hijack people, so that the structure, the boundaries, the laws, the rules that people adhere to in their life are externalized. They are not coming from within. Yeah, justice, truth, like a sword piercing through the shit, is not coming from them. It's coming from other people. Oh, the government told us that it's a worship, celebration of the Holy Spirit. What's holy in Saturn? Religion. There's nothing holy in some kind of worshipping a slave on a cross, a symbol of death, a symbol of restriction, destruction, self-sacrifice as a virtue. So you feel guilt and shame because you don't sacrifice. So you are triggered by the guilt, and then you sacrifice. Then you gift, even though you don't want to. You don't want to gift, but you do it. You're not acting out of love, you're acting out of guilt. Oh, no, are you not loving? Are you not love and light? You must gift. You must be Jesus on the cross, be the martyr shadow persona. The fish, the age of Pisces. Oh yes, we will give ourselves to the external authority. We need to submit because he died for our sins, and now we must die in return. Die. Death. a death cult, death worship. So it's demonic. Because death is not life. Death is transition. But this kind of death, where you're on a cross, where you are giving your authority to the external, where you're saying, oh, let me turn the other cheek, let me ignore the control system, let me ignore that other people are worshipping the devil, Saturnalia. The devil in Tarot is Saturn, Capricorn. It's not supposed to be demonic, but here we are, seeing the demonic hijacking everywhere. Nobody gives a shit. So hardly anybody will care about videos like this, except the rare conspiracy theorist or the rebel, the outcast. So this video perhaps is for you. If you are tired of the bullshit, if you have no interest in doing something that just doesn't make sense. It's no rationality, there's no logic, it's just programming. So it's good to talk about these things, see the darkness, so we can return to the light. And what is the light, Ben? The light is what's really happening during this winter solstice. What we're trying to distract you from is your ability to feel what comes up, to feel really deep into your body, because your body is aligning with the environment, with nature all the time. So if it gets darker outside, you will become darker. But if they preach love and light, if they say, don't look at the darkness, you will get lost in it, let go of the past, don't look at the past, just be cheerful, just think positive, good vibes only, then you're not going to align with nature. Now what happens? If you're not aligned with nature, you get sick. Yeah? Why do people get sick during this time? Because they're out of alignment. Or they're purging. Purging. Because that's what it's about. You're supposed to purge. You're supposed not to let go of the past, but to go through it again. Because it's a circle. You see, you're going inwards, you're going through the same loops again and again until you come to the center, and then you're free of it. But until you are free of what? What do you even need to be free of? What is even this discussion? More programming. Oh, I need to be free of winter. This is some kind of a joke. I need to be free of night. Need to be free of the color black, perhaps. You know that in the ayahuasca ceremony I was wearing a black hoodie. And the people told me, oh, you should be wearing white. Everybody needs to wear white, and everybody else was wearing white except me and my friend. And they said, oh, you know, if you're wearing white, then you can receive the light. But if you're wearing black, then you will receive the darkness. And then I said, but I like the darkness. What's the problem? Good. Then it's even better that I'm wearing black, because the darkness is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not here for love and light. I'm here to face my shit. So black, perfect. I don't know why you're all wearing white, but whatever tradition this is, it's no relevance to me. I'm not interested in tradition. Not interested in rules, regulations. I don't care. And oh, suddenly, oh, I couldn't say that, right? Now everybody got triggered. Now everybody with their white shirt and their white pants and their white shoes and their white socks is looking at me fully in black like I'm the devil. Like, oh no, how can you dress yourself in black in such a... You will receive the dark, you will attract demonic entity. It's some kind of a joke. Fear. Fear of the dark. Even in the ayahuasca circle, still the programming. Still the matrix. So the matrix is everywhere. You can't escape it. As long as there are people, there are programs. But this is not to scare you, to make you feel bad. This is to make you aware that even you can be hijacked. So no matter how white you dress, no matter how perfect you look, and like how the sweet, innocent persona comes through, no matter what you preach about love and light, it doesn't matter. There's always shit to purge. There's no ending. Because it's like the seasons. There is always a winter. There's always a summer. So this too shall pass, because it is good news. It means the dark isn't going to last. But it is going to come back. So you can decide if you want to deal with it consciously, or you let life bring it to you through some kind of crisis. Do you want to take charge, deal with it, or do you want to be forced to deal with it? That's the question. But if you're dealing with it consciously, oh, you need to dress in white. I don't give a shit. Oh no, now you want to kick me out of the ceremony. So now I need to be in fear. Now I need to be scared. Oh no, I can't talk. I have to shut down my throat chakra. Because the people around me are scared. And there's a vibrational discrepancy. I'm not scared, they're scared. So now they are triggered that I'm not scared, as they are. So that's society. When you say, oh no, I'm not celebrating Christmas, I'm not interested in the love and light, they look at you like, you're a troublemaker. You're dangerous. Like, what is this? Some kind of a joke? But really, doesn't matter. Then embrace being a troublemaker. Big deal. You stir some pots, you make some trouble. What, you're gonna complain about it? Oh no, I'm always alone in isolation, nobody likes me, because I see the truth and they don't like it. So what? There's plenty of people, 8 billion people on this planet, so there's plenty of people like me, like you, who are in alignment. So those people who are not in alignment, they can be triggered. At least the poison is the remedy, like in homeopathy. You heard them without even doing something. You just, bro, I'm just minding my business, wearing a black hoodie. What's your problem? I'm just minding my business, not doing what you do. So, embrace separation. Embrace rejection. Rejection is protection. They reject you to protect you from them. It's just nature. You see, even in the darkest dungeon, even in the disease, even in the matrix, nature is always with you, working for you. Your soul chose to come here, right? You chose to be on the outside. You chose to be somewhere where you're not appreciated. So that changes your perspective. Okay. So I'm supposed to be the exile? Then it's not a problem. And there's nothing wrong with me. Then I will not be triggered. Because if I think there's something wrong with me for being different, then I'm triggered, and what's going to happen? Then I complain. Then I'm unhappy. Then I'm angry, and you're back to the shadow dance. Because that's what they want you. They want you with them. You see, oh, you're not synchronizing, you're not part of the shadow dance. They try to pull you in. So choose your identity. Are you with them or against them? If you know, if you are confident, if you are willing to be against them, without fear, without complaint, without shame, without guilt, if you are on the side of the truth, whatever truth comes to you, without shame, no triggers, no problems. Your energy will dissolve the crap. You're no longer going to have to deal with them, because higher vibrations transform lower. But before you get to the higher vibrations, you have to face your shit. You have to realize, damn, you've been blaming yourself. Maybe less, maybe more. Because you haven't harmonized with those who are disharmonious with you. Refuse to harmonize with those who are invested in disharmony. Give them a taste of their own medicine and don't look back. Don't be ashamed and you'll be fine. And that was a lesson for me. How to deal with the darkest parts of rejection, exile. It's a collective theme. So this Lilith programming, this Lilith of my son, is for everyone. So why are so many people interested in Lilith? Why do they care? Because everybody knows the truth is found in rejection. Because society rejects the truth. So what is rejected is usually true. Right? What's rejected is usually good. What's rejected is usually healthy, harmonious, in alignment with the divine. So people are looking unconsciously for the divine. So they're unconsciously, magnetically attracted to Lilith. The irony. They're attracted to the dark. And they don't even know it. Because they know, unconsciously, their body, the divine within, always knows itself. No matter how much programming. In the end, if you overcome your own rejection of your rejected parts, if you can accept that they're always going to reject what's good, and they're never going to change, then you can stop trying to please them, trying to control them, trying to get them on your side, right? Trying to convince them, oh, Christmas is evil, why can't you see it? I don't care if they can't see it. In some part I do care, because I want them to be in alignment with nature. I don't want people to be sick, I want to help them. But the best help you can give is by helping yourself. And then opportunities will come. Don't force them. Don't be like an activist, which is really another word for a terrorist. Like if you look around, the archetype of the activist, if you go outside, most of these activists are terrorists. burning cars, destroying buildings. What? What are they even doing? So angry at the system that they destroy the system. But you can't get rid of the system by destroying it. Because the system is only a symptom. The Matrix, Christmas, these are symptoms of a much deeper tumor, a much deeper cancer of the soil, which is the denial of the true self, the denial and the rejection of that which is rejected by others. It's like a program has repeated for so many thousands of years, but now the program is in charge, and anybody who tries to step out of the program is pulled right back, because everybody is working against them. So what? If the odds are stacked against you, at least you have a good challenge, right? It would be boring if it wasn't hard. So this whole Christmas game, I mean, it's not hard to buy gifts. It's not hard to be part of the circle, to be part of a group. You just mimic. Your body has such an easy time mimicking, right? You've been doing the mimicking and the facading all your life. So you're an expert. You're an expert on playing the shadow dance. So it's easy. What's not easy is to stop. To say, okay, I had enough of this. If you want to celebrate, let me not celebrate. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, but I couldn't give less of a shit about this whole Christmas thing. Actually, my family never celebrated Christmas. So it always felt off to me. Especially looking around and seeing how people are completely, they don't give a shit. They don't care that it has no meaning. Why? I believe it's because deep down they don't care about themselves. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about embodying who they are. So just bring the money, bring the gifts, consume sex, food, pleasure. Let the body create the dopamine rushes. And if a soul is rotting on the inside, just ignore. Just forget. Take your smoking, take your alcohol, take your cake. Forget. I don't really get it, to be honest. Why is it so easy for people to forget? Maybe if you have any ideas, write in the comments below. I would like to know, why do people think this is happening? Why don't people care about the fact that Christmas is a fucking joke? What is wrong with people? I'm actually angry. I'm upset. My friends, whoever they are, not all of them, fortunately, but some of them who I do love, I do enjoy my time with them, so that's why they are my friends. Don't hate somebody because they celebrate Christmas. I'm not retarded. But what are you doing? You know it's wrong. You know it. Why don't you care about the fact that it's wrong? What is this? I want to destroy it. It's like a seal. It's like when you're a doctor and you can see a cancerous tumor in a person's face or something, and all you can think about is to cut it out. Cut it. Maybe that's the nature of my little son. Here's the nature of Pluto, Scorpio. So that's what Scorpio wants to do, right? Cut the shit! Surgeons, doctors, healers. Why do you let the rot stay there? What is it? I don't accept it. I am here to get it out. You don't like it. You want to be rotten. You want to sit in the dirt and you want to be fucking retarded? Okay. Okay. But then I don't want you to sit with me. I want you to stay away from me. Because evil is contagious. Oh, you don't think it's evil to celebrate Christmas? You don't think it's evil to go against your soul? To resist and ignore your body? To ignore the truth? You don't think it's evil? No, it doesn't matter, right? It's no big deal. Everybody does it. Don't be so difficult. Don't be the problem. Don't look into the dark. Just be positive. Live in light. Right? So when they blame you, you are the problem, right? When you become the solution, they call you the problem. So now you become what? A warden liberator? Now you want to free them, right? Now you're like, let me save you from yourself. Another shadow persona. It's not your place. If they want to rot, if they want to be disgusting, let them be. If they want evil, let them have it. But if you don't like to be surrounded by it, if you don't want to support it, if you want to protest, do it. But don't try to change them against their own will. Oh, you saying they are not listening to their own will because they are mentally ill? You're right. So what's right and what's wrong here? Nothing. There are no rules. You can do what you want. Save them or not. It's up to you. Just don't hurt yourself. Yeah? Because if you hurt others, you will be hurt. So the question is, by trying to pull them out of the evil that they are doing, are you hurting them or helping them? If you're helping them, it doesn't matter if they complain, right? It's like you give a child medicine, it's like, it's disgusting. When you give it like valerian root or something, you give it like the medicine and it's complaining. Okay, then complain. I don't care. But my happiness, my joy doesn't depend on you being healed. So I'm still happy, even if you are rotten. If you're fucking rotten, disgusting. If you're stuck there, I'm still fine. A true warden liberator, a true shadow dance, is when you're not fine. Until you fix other people. That is a controller. That's a manipulator. That's mentally ill. So mental illness can never defeat other mental illness. You can't get rid of mental illness with more mental illness. So first, okay, I'm fine here. Now I'm going to try to get your rot out of you. But if I don't manage it, if I don't succeed, I'm still happy. Enjoy the shit show. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about the subject. If you liked this, do you enjoyed this? Leave it a like and a comment. Please tell me, what do you think? Why are people ignoring the truth. I mean, almost everybody knows that Christmas is a joke, obviously. It doesn't take brain cells to realize that. So why are they doing it? I would be curious about your ideas. I like to hear other people's opinions. So feel free to comment below. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.